Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today I've got a gardening cautionary tale that's equal parts heartbreaking and hard learned. One I got called in to fix. A client called me in desperate to save their dream privacy hedge. They'd hired a contractor to plant 17 gorgeous shrubs aiming for a lush green wall. The cost? Sky high. But it all went south fast. The contractor chose the wrong trees. Completely wrong. They chose slow-growing trees and spaced them too far apart. Worse, they planted them way too deep. The roots rotted away and were sitting in water. The shrubs suffocated, and by the time I arrived, all 17 were dead. A total wipeout. The client was crushed, and honestly, I couldn't believe the mess I was walking into. But here's the good news. The disaster is not the end of the story. They brought me in to set things right, and I'm here to share that fix with you. Stick around because I'm breaking down what went wrong and how to plant your trees or bushes the right way. Let's turn this flop into a win. There's the top of the root ball right there. So, come in close and see. There's the root ball. That's where it's buried to. This way. So what exactly happens when a tree or shrub gets buried too deep? Like in that contractor's hedge disaster? It's a slow motion train wreck for the plant. First off, the roots can't breathe. Trees need oxygen down there, and when the soil's piled too high over the root crown, that spot where the trunk widens into the roots, it's like suffocating them with a blanket. Next, water gets trapped. Instead of draining properly, it pools around the base, rotting the roots and turning the soil into a soggy mess. Over time, the bark below ground starts breaking down too, inviting pests and disease to move in. It's a death spiral. Stunted growth, thinning foliage, and eventually the whole plant just gives up. In the case of those 17 shrubs, planting them too deep was a fatal rookie mistake. Depth matters, and getting it wrong can turn a pricey investment into a pile of dead sticks. That's where it was buried to. 6 inches, and that ain't average. Actually, they're all about that deep. Alright. Not to mention, bark edge still on, the burlap still there. Major roots are severed. So, okay, ring the wheelbarrow. So this is number 8 out of the 17, and as you can see, the string holding the root ball hasn't been well. I don't know if that's cut or if it's just rotted away. It looks to me like it's rotted away, because if it was cut, you would think they would unwrap the burlap on the top of this. And you see that was way up there. No, but this is where the top of the root ball actually is. This is a level that the soil should be at when it's planted. Not this, not this, this. So anything that's buried lower than the top of this root ball is incorrect, and your plants are going to die. And for the amount of money this client paid for this hedge, this contractor should be ashamed of themselves. I'm disgusted for charging such a ridiculous price and not even having the knowledge of how to plant a tree.
welcome to the landscaping industry.